Hello everyone, my name is Mr. GG. Now, as you can see, this is what if Deku had, well, the Force, part 3. Now, thank you for everyone who likes the series so far. I'll be dragging this one out a little longer than what my usual ones are, hopefully, so I don't blaze straight through them. Now, where we last left off, Izuku was heading home with Hatsume. Now, a bit about his home. They don't live in an apartment complex. They have an actual home, and they have an underground area where ships and old tech are stored. So basically where Izuku spends most of his time, as well as a place where Izuku tends to, well, sleep, eat, and drink. Due to him, because he wants to stay down there a lot more because he's connected. And, well, with this knowledge, Izuku comes home. He says, "Hello, mother. Hello, father." They say hello, and they ask, "Who's the young girl behind you?" He says, "This is someone I met today. This is Mei Hatsume. She's interested in my sabers." As they say, so you're going to try and explain that technology to her and try and not break her brain, like I did with you guys. But, yeah, as they head down to the facility, they are basically, well, she sees Izuku talking to himself. But he's not talking to himself, he's talking to Revan, his dark self and his light self. Now, they're still doing their very hardest to get him to choose one side, but thanks to Revan, that's not happening. Now, Darth Revan feels a strong connection with the boy, but he does not know why. Is it because his connection to the Force is extremely strong? Or what? Now, Izuku spends a lot of time downstairs, mainly meditating and Sith practices. He's also trying to figure out how to open these two holocrons, which I've got to grab pictures for. Hold on. These are holocrons. This is a Sith holocron, and this is a Jedi. This is just a normal holocron for Jedi. Now, in these holocrons, they contain teachings, Sith and Jedi teachings. Now, Darth Revan knows how to open both, but he has not told Izuku, because he wants Izuku to find out himself. Which he will, just not in today. Izuku's getting quite annoyed and does ask Darth Revan on how to open both, and Mei just sees this. She sees him talking to himself again. And she basically asks, "Why are you talking to yourself?" He says, well, I guess you can't see what I see, so there's no point in me really explaining it much, but let's just say that I see, as Darth Revan says, spirits. As he says, I can see spirits. Now, I may be surprised by this, but she wants to dig into this, but Izuku says, just don't pry into my personal life, please. It's something I really don't feel like explaining. As they talk about these Kuiper blasters and the armor they found. His parents have found, and all that. As she asks, so you went to this planet? And Izuku says, yes. So, as that happens, they're still talking, and it is time for May to head home. May asks if she can come down again one day, as he says yes, and she goes home for the day. Now, Izuku is currently training in his Saber form. Can't remember what form it was. Thought I wrote it down, but I guess I didn't. And I didn't. Oh well. And his force powers. Now, Izuku's learnt that very, very dangerous power that Starkiller can use, where he can use Force Lightning as well as a Force Technique. Now, it's very dangerous due to the amount of power it outputs, and it can kill the host. This is something even Palpatine couldn't use, as the light and dark sides of him show up, as they're giving him pointers on how to use the power and be very careful with it. As Izuku does, he's still wondering why these two are still around. As he says, I'm not going to choose either one of you, so why do you stick around? As I say, well, it's better for us to stick around to see how you grow. And, well, let's just say we don't want to get bored. And trust me, the afterlife is not fun. It's extremely boring. Izuku says, okay, I'm not gonna pry. They say thank you. Now, Izuku is basically spending more time focusing on his force powers. Now, he is stronger than himself. Well, no, he's stronger than Yoda. I'm gonna say stronger than Yoda. Why? Because I can't. And he's stronger than Anakin Skywalker and Luke. Now, with these forms, he's also learned one-handed, so he can use one saber at a time, or he can use both at a time. So let's cut to near the end of middle school. So Mei and Izuku are very close, and they spend quite a bit of time together, as a lot of people know as Izuku is the emotionless kid, but he does have emotions. He doesn't show them, but he channels them. And I'm gonna say at one time some kids thought they could bully him. Yeah, you don't fuck with a guy who can use the force. So in the end, he very badly hurt them. He uses Force Lightning, and well, we all know he can use teleportation because Palpatine can, as well as he can increase his physical body. So they've broken a few bones. A lot of them have burns and all that. So after that, a lot of people tend to leave Izuku alone, as they see him as an anomaly. So So, oh god, I got hair all over. So, people are wondering what can he do, but they just tend to leave him alone, and they see Mei as a, well, freak, someone whose tech tends to blow up a lot, but not as much these days, because Izuku's been helping her with the technology, because he's hella smart, and, well, with the knowledge of, sorry I dropped my phone, of what's happened before, so the Clone Wars, the Old Republic, the Republic, and all that, and these people are now without the Force because of quirks. Now, they will have some ancestors in the Force, but they won't be able to use it. So, Izuku basically been, well, setting people up and all that. Now, I'm saying now a lot, I'm sorry. Izuku's heading home with Mei when they run into the sludge villain. Izuku can tell the sludge villain's there due to him having a very, very high skill. And he also knows All Might is on his way. Now, Izuku does not idolize All Might in this. He sees All Might as an equal, but he doesn't see him as, well, someone to be worshipped. Because I'm going to say Izuku's stronger than All Might, actually. And Izuku does look up to All Might and his morals, but doesn't see the point in idolizing the man. Because he's just too good. As Izuku is the balance in between both. The light and the dark. Now, when this sludge villain comes, Izuku basically uses Force Grab to hold the villain in place. Now, Izuku can, if you know of if you know the Carl from Jedi: The Fallen Order, he's able to freeze people in place, and can tell and has memories of ancient things as well. But yeah, to do that you need a high force thing, so that's why Izuku's able to do it. Because, well, why the fuck not? And this is going to be a really, really strong Izuku. Now, Izuku is holding the villain in place when All Might says, "No need to worry, I am." He stops and looks at the sludge villain in place. Like, the sludge villain's just floating there as the sludge villain says, "Help me, All Might. This kid is extremely strong and I can't move." As Izuku says, "Oh, it's All Might." Okay. Do you want this guy? Or as All Might says, "Yes. Thank you, young man." And what is your quirk? As Izuku says, and some people gotta have some secrets. Come now, All Might. As All Might says, "Yes. Quite true, quite true." I'm saying Izuku doesn't jump onto All Might's leg. Instead, it will be Mei Hatsune. As Izuku is talking with All Might for a bit, when All Might's about to jump off, he does, and Mei grabs onto his leg. Izuku says, "Alright, Mei, let's get," as he turns around and sees Mei is gone. Now, he uses this is like a thing Izuku can do. He uses the Force to locate her. As he does, and basically goes and gets her. And she is talking to All Might. And at this point, All Might debuffs. And Izuku just landed saying, "Huh. So that's your other form, All Might." As All Might says, "How did you..." As he points to the area where the injury is. All Might says, "Wait, how did you know?" As Izuku says, "Well, my quirk is very versatile, shall we say, All Might." Now, Izuku is going to heal All Might in this, but he's still going to... I don't know who to give it to. I might give it to Mei, one for all. But that doesn't really make sense. Let me know who I should give it to, either Deku or Mei. Now, All Might's giving the explanation, and Izuku says, "I can heal that for you." As All Might says, "What? No, you can't, kid. Don't be joking with me here. I've been to every doctor I can, and this cannot be healed." As Izuku says, "Well, I can do some things modern medicine can't." As he goes and uses the Force to heal Izuku, All Might is now in his buff form, basically in between buff form. And, well, Izuku also says you're going to have to build up the muscles that you have lost due to the amount of strain you put on your body. As Mei asks the question Izuku does in canon, can she be a hero with her type of quirk? All Mei asks what her quirk is. She says Zoom. And Izuku says, "Well, yeah, I mean, if you can't be a hero, why not do, because I'm going to say they've been working on support items mainly, and working on the old tech their families found, Izuku's family's found. As Izuku's basically, teaching Mei how to use it. Izuku also knows how to use it, but he won't be using the blasters or anything in this. Because my boy got the Force, and nothing stronger than the Force. Like at all. So, as this happens, Izuku is telling me, "Well, you can, but I mean, if that doesn't happen, we can always work on the on some of the old tech that my parents have to especially help you out, I guess. As All Might says, hold on, what's your name, kid? As Izuku says, my name is Izuku Midoriya. And, well, my parents are explorationists, and well, their son, I guess. You can say All Might. As All Might is about to ask another question, but an explosion goes off in the distance. As Izuku says, All Might, do you still have the bottle? As All Might says, well, yes, of course, it's right. As he's feeling in his pocket, he does not feel the bottle. Oh, shit. Izuku grabs All Might and Maid by using the Force, and he basically goes straight over there. Now, the way he can do it is... he uses a technique of teleportation. As All Might says, you've got a healing quirk and a teleportation quirk. Izuku says, no, remember my quirk is very versatile. So... Also, May, please don't tell anyone about this. And she says, okay. Goes for you as well, All Might. As he says, very well, young man. I will not tell anyone of your secrets. As he goes and sees the sludge villain basically holding a hostage. This hostage is, well, Bakugo Katsuki. Now, Bakugo looks very different in this timeline. Dude's got burns. As, well, Izuku says one of the heroes helping. One of the heroes say we can't get close to that kid's power. Quote. It's too dangerous. And Izuku just basically starts running. Izuku runs to the sludge villain. The sludge villain sees Izuku. The sergeant says, stay back, kid, or I'll kill this one. As Izuku says, well, you're kind of already suffocating him, so... As the sludge villain says, alright, just stay where you are. So, as the sludge villain puts Izuku down, puts Bakugo Katsuki down, and... well... basically starts to... well, he wants to run away, but he can't. Suzuki's frozen in place and started electrocuting the sludge villain with force lightning. Now remember, his colors is lightning is green and the outside's black. Because I don't want blue or purple lightning in this. So, with that, Izuku is praised by the heroes and all that, saying, you have a very powerful quirk, kid, but what is it? That you were able to stop the villain in its tracks, and you were able to use what looked like green and black lightning. As Izuku says, my quirk, no, my quirk I shall keep a secret. As the press also start going over him, saying, "Kid, your quirk, what is it?" As he says, "Sorry, can't tell you." As the press are surprised and saying, "Well, what do you mean?" As he says, "Izuku Midoriya." Now, Izuku's parents are pretty well known for explorationists. So yeah, Izuku is heading home with May. This is when All Might comes around the corner and says, "I am here." Wait, no, go back. Bakugo is basically saying, "Who are you and how dare you help me? I had everything under control." As Izuku turns his head and says, "Yeah, sure you did, Katsuki." Now, Bakugo's going, "Oh, it's the villain." As everyone says, "Wait, what, villain?" As he says, "Well, I didn't get these marks from my quirk. I got it from his." As Izuku says, "Well, you did deserve it. Don't you remember what you fucking said to me, you twat?" As Izuku basically puts up his hand and Bakugo flinches, saying, "You know, I can do it again, and I've got more power than last time. So watch it, Katsuki." As that happens, Izuku's heading home with May, because May is now, well, working on getting basically a design of a blaster, and, well, some clone armor fixed. Yes, May's gonna have access to clone armor, because in this timeline, blasters aren't really that useful, because people don't really know of alien races in this. All the other alien races are either known as quirk-filled mutations or that. Now, regarding all the information the people grabbed from the cloning factory, Izuku is able to read it. And he's explained everything to his parents, saying, "So I'm a clone of this person, and what you went to was called a cloning factory." As he plays a restricted file on there for them, showing them the clones and all that. Now, they're very interested in this, but Izuku says, "Well, I wouldn't be, because they killed off people like the Jedi and the Sith." As they ask, "What's the Jedi and what's the Sith?" As Izuku gives them an explanation, Jedi were basically the goody two-shoes of the world, basically monks, and Sith just wanted power and used their emotions. So apparently it was very bad. As they say, okay. And he just leaves it at that for them. Now, on the way home, All Might sees them and says, "Izuku, young May, young Midori, young May, young Hatsume. I wish to talk to you two." As Izuku says, "Yes, All Might?" And, well, Izuku is basically hearing the explanation of One for All from All Might, and I'm gonna leave it off there because I don't know if I want to give it to him or not, or if you guys want me to give it to May. As we got to the 10 months of training. Now, during these 10 months, Izuku's helping May with her body, basically building her up some muscles, as well as they also are training with All Might. Izuku is also using his quirk to clean up the beach. Now, it doesn't take 9 months, it takes about 3. No, I'm gonna say it takes about a month. Now, Izuku is helping out May with this tech, as well as cleaning the beach, as well as doing his own training as well. Now, this catches the eye of All Might, saying, "Young Midoriya, what type of training are you doing?" And Izuku says, controlling my power, I guess, or amping it up at times. As All Might is intrigued and says, how? As he says, meditation and my emotions. Now, raw emotions are quite bad, but I've learned how to use them during fights and battles. And Izuku, All Might says, well, young boy, I guess it's time for us to spar. As Izuku says, you sure about that? I don't think it's a good idea. As All Might says, nonsense. Now, I won't go, as Izuku says, no, go all out, you see why. As All Might says, okay, are you sure about this, young man? As Izuku says, yes. As All Might goes all out, Izuku's faster than what All Might perceives. And, well, Izuku wins. And during the rest of the months, Izuku is helping May with tech and basically helping her, create basically prototype tripper armor. So I'm gonna leave it up here actually. I'll make another video later and I hope you guys enjoyed. Bye.